Hello and welcome. Welcome. Rusty here from Rusty Reactions. I'm doing a live cross. Facebook's come out and says that it wants to be revealed as a new name, knowing that it's going to keep all its social media sites the same, but it's going to connect everything into a virtual world. So they came out and they want to be known as the Metaverse. So I've got Mark Zuckerberg right here. We're going to go through. It's about 10 minutes, so I just thought I'd do a 10-minute, well, probably stretch out to be about 20 minutes of Mark Zuckerberg explaining this new Metaverse, his new venture. And what I think it's about is like creating a virtual world as such, where people can communicate in different virtual ways and means. So I haven't seen any of this video. I just have an idea about what's going on, but we're going to have a look at it. I'm going to give you my opinion, my reaction to it, seeing that this is a Rusty Reactions channel. So I got my coffee. I got my Stormtrooper coffee. I've got sound. Have I got sound? Yeah, we got sound. We're hooked up. Let's head over to Mark Zuckerberg. Take it away, Mark. Let's find out what this is all about. Should be interesting. This is the new era. This is why I'm doing the video for this, is because this is where all of technology is heading next, into a virtual world where you would look around your surroundings and you'll see everything that's not reality. Virtual worlds, you'll have access to, looking out your virtual window to your virtual Lamborghini and seeing a world that is created and is not reality. So I find that an interesting concept. I find it maybe a little bit dangerous, but ultimately it's, and I hope this isn't the case, that the more money you get, the more spectacularly virtual your world's going to be. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to look at this video more in a business sense, as not a customer sense where you can create everything wonderful around your world that's not in your current reality. So let's go, Mark. What have you got for us?
Starting today, it is time for us to adopt a new company brand to encompass everything that we do.
All right, I'm going to stop it as we go. I'll just give you my opinions, and we'll watch the whole video through 10 minutes. Yeah, take a look.
Reflect who we are and what we hope to build. I am proud to announce that starting today, our company is now Meta. Our mission remains the same. It's still about bringing people together. Our apps and their...
Well, if it's bringing people together, why do you only access posts to 7% of the person who's posting's audience?
Brands, they're not changing either. And we are still the company.
It might not be 7% now, but it was. So whatever it is now, it's not 90. I guarantee you it's not 90% of your followers get to see every post that you post.
company that designs technology around people. Hey, and welcome to Connect. Today,
Hey.
we're going to talk about the metaverse, starting with the most important experience of all, connecting with people. Imagine.
See, this is the thing with these social media sites, connecting with people. Isn't it? Aren't these sites supposed to be about, friends, family, connecting to the right people in your sort of genre or line of expertise or friendship-based communities than just, every random on the planet? That's probably why we've got so many problems with social media nowadays, is that fact that you're mingling in with people that don't have your views or opinions. Or someone who hasn't got the views and opinions that you can sort of relate to in a friendly way and say, look, that's your opinion. That's fine. We can move on together and be happy.
Imagine you put on your glasses or headset and you're instantly in your home space. It has parts of your physical home recreated virtually. It has things that are only possible virtually. And it has an incredibly inspiring view of whatever you find most beautiful.
Hey, are you coming?
Yeah, just gotta find something to wear.
So this is a virtual world that you only have access to with glasses or goggles. So that means to me that you won't be too active, will you? Like, you won't be walking around in this virtual world, not unless you create it in a way that you put all the walls in and the desks and the tables in reality around this virtual world. I suppose you could, couldn't you?
All right, perfect. Oh, hey, Mark. Hey, what's going on?
Hi.
Oh, so this is looking at it through your goggles. So these are your friends, I take it.
Oh, we're floating in space?
Uh-huh.
Who made this place? It's awesome.
Right? It's from a creator I met in LA.
This place is amazing.
Boz,
So you have different creators uploading different virtual worlds, but like they're all sitting down.
that you?
Of course it's me. You know I had to be the robot, man.
I thought I was supposed to be the robot.
Except for this person floating around, she would be sitting down as well, wouldn't she? So I don't know, how would that feel? You're floating around, but you're actually weighed down, sitting down on a seat. Interesting.
I knew you were bluffing.
Hey, wait. Where is Naomi?
Let's call her.
Naomi.
Hey, should we deal you in?
Sorry, I'm running late, but you've got to see what we're checking out. There's an artist going around Soho hiding AR pieces for people to find.
3D street art? That's cool.
Send that link over so we can all look at it. This is stunning.
Okay, that is something.
That's awesome.
I love the movement.
Wait, it's disappearing.
This is amazing.
Hold on, I'll tip the artist and they'll extend it.
See, they're all floating around. How are you going to be able to put your mind in the mindset of floating when you're sitting down? It's sort of scary, isn't it? It's sort of that's the sort of stepping stones to eventually getting chips in the brain to trick your brain to think and feel that you're doing something that you're not. That scares me.
Privacy and safety need to be built into the metaverse from day one. You'll get to decide when you want to be with other people, when you want to block someone from appearing in your space, or
Well, we can do that now and people don't do it.
when you want to take a break and teleport to a private bubble to be alone. You're going to be able to bring things.
Teleport to a private bubble to be alone. Turn your social media off. And people don't do that.
From the physical world into the metaverse. Almost any type of media.
So this is sort of a metaverse where you can escape to your escapism from social media is to escape into metaverse social media. Mark, just tell people to turn their social media off.
That can be represented digitally, photos, videos, art, music, movies, books, games, you name it. Now, lots of things that are physical today, like screens, will just be able to be holograms in the future. You won't need a physical TV, it'll just be a $1 hologram from some high school kid halfway across the world. And you'll be able to take your items and project them into the physical world as holograms in augmented reality too. One part of this is
That's massive. Not to have TVs in the future so you can just... But once again, you're wearing those goggles or that mask or whatever to portray something, to have a TV in it. And to take you out of reality into a virtual world that doesn't exist. It doesn't exist, does it? This is really taking the touch feel concept out of what we do on social media and what we do with technology. And in a way, sort of manipulating your mind to think of something that's not real to be reality. Ooh. Ooh.
Is Horizon Home, which is our early vision for a home space in the metaverse. Horizon Home is the first thing that you'll see when you put on your Quest headset. Today, there are already a bunch of options to choose from, and in the future, anyone will be able to create one. We've just called it home until now because it's been missing something very important: people. Soon, we're going to be introducing a social version of home, where you can invite your friends to join you as avatars. You'll be able to hang out, watch videos together, and jump into apps together. Then...
That's the thing, though. This is what bugs me with this concept, is that you can have all your friends around at your house so you can hang out, but you're sitting down. Or you could clear your whole room out to have nothing in your house, nothing in your room. So you can put in this virtual world the dimensions of the walls, so you know where the walls are, and you can just sort of run around and high five your mates virtually. There'll be no need for any human interaction. Like face-to-face human interaction.
there is Horizon Worlds, which is where you can build worlds and jump into them with people. Horizon is designed to make it possible for everyone to create, and we're already seeing people build some really interesting experiences, from creating new games together to throwing surprise parties in VR that family and friends around the world can join. Over the last year and a half, a lot of us who work in offices have gone remote. And while I miss seeing the people I work with, I think remote work is here to stay for a lot of people. So we're gonna need better tools to work together. Let's take a look at what working in the metaverse will be like. Imagine if you could be at the office without the commute. You would still have that sense of presence, shared physical.
Yeah, but what about the people that can't just work at a desk? You're excluding them. Like everyone that has to actually venture outside to do their work. These are the things with these pen pushers and like people with like Mark Zuckerberg that sit in front of a computer all day. It's like there is another world out there where people actually have to go out the front door to build houses, to put in stormwater pipes, to, you know, well, there's so many, isn't there? So not everyone's got this luxury of just putting on a virtual goggle ring and just pressing buttons on a computer keypad and off they go, they're working. There's no benefit. There's no benefit in it for those people, what's going on or what's going to happen here now with this.
Physical space,
but some people
there's
miss
chance
out.
interactions that make your day all accessible from anywhere. Now imagine that you
So you can virtually put people in to walk past you while you're at your desk to say, "Good job, well done." Imagine that. You put your rig set on, you're on your computer, and you just program in people all day to come up, pat you on the back, yeah, good job, and just praise you all day long, even if you're doing a shit job. I could do that. I could do that. Give me this virtual world where I can just upload people to come in and say, "Look, Rusty, good job." They wouldn't even have a clue on what you're doing.
of your perfect work setup, and you can actually do more than you could in your regular work setup. And on top of all that, you can keep wearing your favorite sweatpants.
Ads. Oh, this is gonna. Oh no, 3 minutes. All right.
And as we focused
I
more,
wonder if I'll get canned for playing this or for YouTube. I wonder if I'll get it'll get blocked, this video. Now that's reality.
on work, and frankly, as we've heard your feedback more broadly, we're working on making it so you can log into Quest with an account other than your personal Facebook account. We're starting to test support for work accounts soon, and we're working on making a broader shift here within the next year. I know this is a big deal for a lot of people. Not everyone wants their social media profile linked to all these other experiences, and I get that, especially as the metaverse expands. And I'll share more about that later. But I'm genuinely optimistic about work in the metaverse. We know from the last couple of years that a lot of people can effectively work from anywhere. But hybrid is going to be a lot more complex, when some people are together and others are still remote.
No, a lot of people can't just work from anywhere. Mark, not everyone's in front of a computer screen. What about those people? Who cares?
So giving everyone the tools to be present, no matter where they are, whether as a hologram sitting next to you in a physical meeting, or in a discussion taking place in the metaverse, that's going to be a game changer. I think this could be very positive for our society and economy.
It can be positive to link yourself like through work meetings, and you know, instead of calling up your friends, you could probably sit there with, you know, your virtual friend sitting just across from you that you can communicate with, that you can see in a, you know, hologram. So, you know, there are definitely benefits and a lot of things that a lot of people would like out of this. this project.
Giving people access to jobs in more places, no matter where they live, will be a big deal for spreading opportunity to more people. Dropping our daily commutes will mean less time stuck in traffic and more time doing things that matter.
Yeah, like sitting at home and eating.
And it'll be good for the environment. We plan to continue to either subsidize our devices or sell them at cost to make them available to more people. We'll continue supporting sideloading and linking to PCs so consumers and developers have choice rather than forcing them to use the...
That's the thing about this choice thing. As soon as they start talking about, you know, we're going to bring this new format in and you're going to have choice to be able to work with the old format, it's just a matter of time before they push it out, and then all of a sudden everyone's going to need these goggles to, you know, make a bank transfer or to, you know, pay bills from PayPal and yeah.
Quests to...
When has ever a part of technology has ever gone back to something that worked in the past, that was successful? It's always progressed. There's always updates and technology never looks back. So this is a bit of lip service here from Mark, I think.
Store to find apps or reach customers. And we'll aim to offer developer and creator services with low fees in as many cases as possible.
Low fees.
So we can maximize the overall creator economy while recognizing...
Low fees. Like, what's the low fee? So you have a chance to be able to subscribe to a different level of this virtual world. So once again, the rich and famous will be able to get the updated, more exclusive version of this virtual world, and then all the plebs down there scratching their ass and trying to feed themselves and their families are going to get a watered down version. Is that what you're talking about, Mark? Someone's got to fund it. In this virtual world, while you got your goggles on, if you can't afford it, or you want to subsidize your the amount of money that you're buying for this virtual world, you can have advertisements in your virtual world, couldn't you, Mark? You can have soda pop cans sitting on your work desks. You can have posters up on your virtual world of cars or motorbikes or holiday destinations. You can subsidise it. Every individual will have the opportunity to subsidise their virtual world with advertisement. Is that what you're trying to say here? Just curious.
That to keep investing in this future, we'll need to keep some fees higher for some period to make sure that we don't lose too much money on this program overall. After all, while
where are you going to get all these fees from? Where are you going to subsidise all this? All the people that are already paying for services through your social media sites? Are they going to pay for this new, improved and better virtual world?
Growing number of developers are already profitable, we expect to invest many billions of dollars for years to come before the metaverse reaches scale. Today, we're introducing the Presence platform, which is a broad range of machine perception and AI capabilities that empower developers to build mixed reality experiences on Quest 2. You want to tell us more about the Presence platform?
Yeah, we've said before that realistic presence is the key to feeling connected in the metaverse. And the Presence platform's capabilities are what's going to deliver on that promise. Things like...
This is the thing in this virtual world. You're going to have to put in the virtual world things that relate to your surroundings, aren't you? Because if you walk anywhere or you go anywhere with the goggles on, you're going to come across something in reality that's not in your virtual world. For an example, that wood table. See that wooden table there where it's got all different lengths of size within the table. If you put that in your virtual world, it's not going to be there to touch and feel. Your table's straight and rectangular. So to be in that virtual world, you're going to have to sit with nothing around you. So you can adapt that into your virtual world that you won't be able to sort of, interact with. Bookcases, having a whole lot of bookcases around the place with no books in them. Like, would it be nice to have a library in your house? Yeah, but one that's not functional? And what, do you have to spend money to stock your bookcases with different books? Like, if you wanted the Harry Potter book editions up on your virtual wall, do you have to pay for a subscription to have anything that is copyrighted, claimed by another company or another person? Do you have to pay a copyright claim to the person who owns the IP of Game of Thrones so you can have a virtual picture, a 3D virtual picture of Mother of Dragons? That's a way that you can subsidise it in ways, can't you, Mark? Getting the customer to pay for IPs to put in their virtual world.
Like environmental understanding, content placement and persistence, voice interaction, standardized hand interactions. In fact, let's start with hands. I mean, the human hand is an engineering marvel, and bringing hands into VR was no easy feat. It required a lot of collaboration against product, design, research, but we continue to improve that product, finding new ways to navigate with gestures and interact with VR. So today, we're introducing the Interaction SDK, a library of modular components that will make it easy to add hand interactions to your apps.
That's pretty exciting.
But next year, we are releasing a new product that will push the boundaries of VR even further. We've codenamed it Project Cambria.
So this isn't the next Quest. It's going to be compatible with Quest, but Cambria will be a completely new, advanced, and high-end product, and it'll be at the higher end of the price spectrum too. Our plan here is to keep building out this product line to release our most advanced technology before we can hit the price points that we target with Quest. All right, so let's talk about some of the new advances here.
Yeah, sure.
These are the headsets. And notice how he's talking about the expense of everything, how everything's high end. Like, what about the people out there that are going to be left behind? They haven't got enough money to buy extra food for their family, let alone being anywhere near capable of affording anything in this virtual world that I can see. There's not a budget version, Mark?
There's a ton of new tech going into Cambria. For example, your avatar will be able to make natural eye contact and reflect your facial expressions in real time. This way, people you're interacting with will have a...
How is the face mask going to be able to know if your mouth is opened or closed if there's no sound to register a reaction? Like that avatar there, how you go, ee, ooh, ah, like how is it going to know without sound what movement to make? That's interesting.
a real sense of how you're actually feeling. It does mean building more sensors into a form factor that's comfortable to wear for a while. And because we want VR to be for everyone, we also have to make sure avatars represent a diverse set of human facial features and skin tones, as well as paying attention to things like...
Well, the things about diversity and avatars and that has been out for years. Years. You can make your avatar into anything. This isn't new technology, is it, Mark?
Glasses and beers that may get in the way of some of the sensors.
So that's going to be a big step forward for social presence, and I'm really glad that we're focused on making it...
Social presence. You know what people will do? They'll just make better versions of themselves. Some people might not. Some people like to probably go the other way. But ultimately, it's going to be left up to the choice of the individual to have, you know, to go to a work meeting with armour on. Or to look like a wizard. Which would be pretty cool, let's face it.
Inclusive from the start. Now, what about unlocking more mixed reality experiences? I mean, imagine working at your virtual desk with multiple screens while seeing your real desk so clearly that you can pick up a pen and write notes without taking your headset off. Or, you know, you're doing a workout with a virtual instructor in your living room.
It's going to be...
I was thinking about this before when I was saying that people can sit, like when you got these virtual goggles on, you're going to have to be in an environment where it's not the same as what the reality you're in. Like if you had a lounge there, you would have to have it in your virtual world so you knew where it was. Or if it's not there, you wouldn't want to walk over to it. And this exercise thing is going to be a big pusher for this virtual world. Work when you're at a desk sitting, and exercising. It's going to be a big pusher for this. And Mark and all the corporates would know that to be a fact, that people are going to be looking at different ways to benefit from this virtual world. And they've done it a lot with gaming, didn't they? With Sony PlayStation and Xbox, those Nintendo Fit, where you put the goggles on and you start, you know, dancing or doing gym work, and it's going to be exactly the same as that. The other question is, what about the technology that's in the headset? How heavy is it going to be? Because you wouldn't be able to do all these exercises with an extra weight on your head. You'd need to be able to support your neck a bit better. Or, you know, you'll have a lot of people coming out of this wearing this headset for, you know, 8 hours a day through work, and then, you know, half an hour exercise at night and whatever else you're going to do with it, like pay a bill, put it on, you know, go and talk to your mates, put it on. So if you're wearing this thing for 8 hours a day work, 2 hours here and there, you know, for 12 hours or to 15 hours a day, that's a lot of extra heartache your neck's going to feel having something plobbed on your head. So that's going to be a factor. That will be a big factor.
So cool. We're already seeing the potentials of these kinds of experiences today as people are...
See, this is the thing with working out in these virtual worlds. If you're not going to do it in reality, well, these are just all gimmicks. What about the poor gyms out there? But once again, if you're not willing to go out and get fit on your own in reality, what is a headset going to do?
are building for a pass-through API. But with Cambria, we'll be taking this to the next level with high resolution, colored, mixed reality pass-through. We essentially combine an array of sensors with reconstruction algorithms to represent your physical world in the headset with a sense of depth and perspective.
But the ultimate goal here is true augmented reality glasses. And we've been
That's a whole lot of word soup, that was. All I got out of that was high definition.
working on that too. And today, I want to show you an experience that we've been working on for Project Nazare, which is the code name for our first full augmented reality glasses.
Nazare. It comes up with these words. They could have came up with a better word than meta, but I suppose they wanted something simple that people can remember.
Here, you'll see you're chatting with friends on WhatsApp and planning a game night. You can select a game, and then, as you walk over to your kitchen, you can easily just put your game onto the table and you're off. And that's the kind of experience that augmented reality will unlock. There's a lot of technical work to get this form factor and experience right. We have to fit hologram displays, projectors, batteries, radios, custom silicon chips, cameras.
Everything that's going to create extra weight for your neck to support. Correct, Mark.
Speakers, sensors to map the world around you, and more into glasses that are about 5 millimeters thick. So we still have a ways to go with Nazare, but we are making good progress.
I've committed to this ad, haven't I?
Right,
We'll just see if we can get past this bloody ad.
I dropped it!
Let's go back in here.
Shift here within the next year.
He's quite hyped, isn't he? Mark Zuckerberg with his new project. What's my reaction to that? It's scary in a way where it's going to take people into a virtual world that's not reality. Anything like that to me is scary. Like, I don't like to take painkillers when I've been injured. I like to feel the pain so I know what my body's going through, and I know how much further I can push my body without, with painkillers, you're not feeling the pain, so you don't, you could overstress something. So, so I don't even like, the only thing I will do is take Panadol, but I won't take an extreme amount of that either. So taking people out of a reality into a virtual world, dangerous for me, for people's headspace. Like, you're creating a world that ultimately that you would love to be in. And if you're creating a world that you love to be in, that means that the world that you're in, you're not really quite digging. So I hope a lot of people can understand the concept to where this is all heading. But this seems to me like a stepping stone for technology in the future. I think it's time for this, because all this social media sites and phones and computer screens, it's going to have to jump to the next stage soon, I feel, and this is the start of that next stage, is virtual goggles and virtual worlds. But it's inevitable. All of this is inevitable to take people out of their current environment and stick them somewhere where they can create their own. And with the technology and the glasses, how the glasses are going to fit that much technology in them and how much weight it's going to have on the head is going to be a telling factor to its success. But like I said, it's a stepping stone. It's a stepping stone to putting chips in your arm, putting microchips in your brain. So you can wear glasses, but everything's getting transferred into your brain and into your ears, so you're not wearing any extra weight. Chips in the arm, so you can buy things and you can scroll through things and purchase things and do all of that. So it's a stepping stone to the next phase, which is getting rid of the glasses and getting rid of the headsets and getting like chips. And that sounds... It doesn't really sound like something that would ever happen. That you would think that would ever happen. But I just think it's the next step. It is. Virtually in the future, well, probably no time soon, but, give it 10 years or so, or even 20 years, we're going to get to a stage where we're going to have to start inserting things into the body so we can get that virtual concept and that digital world mapped into our senses. And this is another stepping stone to that stage. But either way, I think it's good in the way that you can create your own space to something that you would, inspire to be in or to live by or whatever. I think that's going to appeal to a lot of people. For myself, I don't think I'm not very excited in anything like this. I can see the appeal of it, but I can also see past the appeal and see what these companies are trying to do and how they're trying to manipulate their customers into thinking and doing what they want that's going to benefit them. And corporates and big businesses around the world are going to be looking at this, and the first thing that they'll be thinking about is advertisement. How can we push our products and advertisement into these spaces? And to me, it would be very, very simple. Very simple. And it's just a matter of saying, well, you will get 10% discount on this if you put this in your virtual world. Or you don't get the full version. You have to pay for the full version of your virtual world, or you can have the downgraded version where advertisements are going to come into your virtual world, where all your friends will be able to see, posters on the wall that will be 3D advertisements for companies and businesses. Because there's not one bit of technology out there in social media that don't help push advertisements for big businesses and corporations for profit. And someone's got to pay for it. And ultimately, it's going to be the customer. It always is. So, that's my take on that, guys. I reckon it sounds good. It looks good. But it's rotten inside. And who's going to trust Mark Zuckerberg to make a better sort of experience for people and consumers when he can't even do it with Facebook? With all the controversy with Facebook and the security problems and issues, and they came out in a finding to say that they weren't looking after the best interests of the communities, and the focused advertisement and so on and so forth. I don't think there's a lot of faith in what he does, and it's all corrupt in a way that it has to be financed somehow. He has to make money out of it. And if he's not making money out of it with the customers and the consumers that are going to be willing to just hand money over to him, he's going to have to make it other ways. And that's with big businesses backing him, big corporations backing him, and advertisement spots for people to pay for to get on his sites, get on his social media sites. So, yeah, that's my take on that, guys. Hope you enjoyed this live stream. If you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, come and say hello. Like this video if you want, share it out if you want to. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll be putting up more YouTube videos shortly. And, yeah, we'll just keep an eye on this meta and what it details. But I think in a nutshell, it's just goggles, glassing the reality over your eyes and creating something that is not possible for you to enjoy, which is not reality, which a lot of people really need, that distinction of what's real and what's not. This is another way for social media and social media sites and organisations to put the wool over your eyes. Create a virtual world. It's better. It's more fun. Okay, that's it for me. Everyone take care. Thanks for watching this far, and be well. Bye for now.